Hello. So this week, we focused a lot on how we walked. So we thought about, where we were walking from. We really sort of paid attention to, were we walking from our head? Were we walking from our feet? Possibly from our knees. Did a little butt walking. And so we spent some time, talking about this, exploring different ways we walked, and then we had people watch as other people walked around, and then we sort of talked about like, hey, I think they're walking from this, I think they're walking from this, and we had a bit of a discussion around that. From there, we sort of shifted gears. Crunch, into thinking about Charleston. And so we had people look up people doing Charleston. People looked up Al and Leon, and then Ksenia, and Daniel, I think. And we had them identify, where the energy was coming from in their Charleston, how they stood, thinking about some of the posture that we talked about last time. And we also did a bit of like, what kinds of shapes were they making, what was sort of internal feeling in that. And we all sort of like went around the circle and tried the different ones that we were observing. And then we talked about one that I think is like a particularly interesting one, sort of Ricard from Sweden has this very sort of like twisty, sort of pushy down Charleston, which is really nice. And I think sort of accentuates this like different style and feeling in Charleston that we don't get a lot of. And then we sort of took that and did some tandem with partners and tried to like sort of explore these different ways or modes of doing Charleston and what that sort of translated like when we actually did it with a partner. So, thanks.